channel. This is a long-awaited video that I'm so excited to finally put out, and thank you guys for all the love and support and all the people who kind of motivated me to get this started. So I actually did film my makeup and I did film my hair, so I will edit those and put them out as soon as this goes up. So stay tuned for like an actual makeup tutorial. This is going to be like a Q&A session. So I posted on Instagram a question of what you guys want to know about me. So I got a ton of responses, so I'm going to kind of just go through and answer whatever I can. To start, my name is Jasmine, if you don't already know. I'm a freelance hair and makeup artist. Okay, so let's get into these questions. Number one question I always get asked is, how did I start? Why did I become a makeup artist? And is this something that I've always wanted to do? So when I was going through college and getting my degree and kind of like figuring out what I wanted to do, this was not something that I thought about. This is not like, it just wasn't like, I didn't think I was going to become a makeup artist or this was going to be my profession. Like my route totally changed. So after I graduated from college, I was kind of like working temp and kind of figuring out what I wanted to do. I thought I wanted to be a lawyer. I took the LSAT, I applied for law schools, I worked at a law firm, and it just wasn't for me. And I could sit here and go into depth with that, but it's a part of my past, and it's something that's not really relevant anymore because I'm not there and I've just moved on from it. So just because you think you want to do something for 18 or 20 years of your life and then you don't end up doing it is not a bad thing. And I came to terms with that when I told my parents, like, I don't want to go to law school. And I got into law schools. I just chose not to go because I knew it's not where my heart was. So I took the step and I didn't go. But I was graduated in 2016 and I was deciding on what I wanted to do and I was applying for jobs and whatnot. And in college, used to do my friends' makeup all the time, and they were like, you should start doing this like for money, like charge. And I was like, not really, like I don't think it's something I want to do, like it's not that serious, like, you know, it's just like I just do it for fun. And they were like, no, you should do it. There's no there's like not a lot of makeup artists in Fresno, like you're so good at it. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but I'm just kidding. Like I just was like hesitant about it, and I was like, okay, fine. One day I randomly was like, whatever. I started my page and I started posting my friends, and it kind of just like hit off, and I was getting client inquiries and people were DMing me and whatnot. So it wasn't like I blew up off the bat. Like it was like one inquiry a month. It wasn't anything serious, but that kind of was like, I was posting very rarely, and it was kind of just something I did for fun. I never traveled for clients. I just would have like girls who ever wanted their makeup done just come to, I had a little studio at home, which was more for like myself. And they would come to my house and I would just do their makeup, and it was super chill. I was probably charging like $40, I don't know, something around there. Something super low, and especially for the quality of products that I use. And so when I was in that transition, I started to look for more full-time serious jobs, and I actually landed a full-time job. I was working for a company in construction, so not related to makeup at all. And I was working full-time, and I loved my job. I loved what I did, and it was awesome, and my coworkers were super cool. Like I enjoyed it. And all of a sudden, like super randomly, I just got laid off. And I was confused and really sad and upset because my company didn't tell me it was coming. So it was just like one of those moments like, what the hell just happened? And so I knew like, okay, I need to figure it out and take my next step. Like I need to see what I'm gonna do. So I started looking for jobs, and in between looking for jobs, I started to post again and post myself, and I would do my Bobby's makeup. I would just take random clients, or I would post for models, and I would do models and then I would post them. And that's how my page started to kind of become active again, because it wasn't, when I was working, I was not active on Instagram at all. And slowly but surely, I started getting clients more and more and more. And yeah, now I'm here. So there's a lot more to the story in terms of like growth and taking classes in between and doing all that stuff. Like, I knew if I wanted to do this professionally, I needed to learn from a professional and understand the business and the social media and dealing with clients and things like that. So that's what I did. I took classes with Neetu Josh. I took classes with Sohal, known as Blue Rose Artistry. So I went to Canada and did that. Amazing experience. I learned so much from both of them. And then recently I just took a class from Beauty Innovations in the Bay Area. So that was kind of just to like touch up on my hair technique and whatnot. So yeah, learning from someone who is a professional, especially if you're starting off in the industry, will help you in so many ways because they've kind of been doing it and they know what it's like to work as a full-time professional in that field. So they're gonna give you good insight. So that was the number one thing for me. And the number one thing for my parents were like, if you're gonna do this, you need to do it right. You need to learn it right, and you need to do it, like, you need to be legit. Like, don't just do it just to do it. So that was a big thing for me. And that's pretty much how I got started. So I've slowly just built my name and built my Instagram, and I'm here, and I couldn't imagine being anywhere else. What was the hardest thing you faced when you started doing makeup? Honestly, I didn't feel like it was hard for me. Working with different skin types and different people and different personalities, I feel like was the hardest thing. You just have to learn how to kind of like be mellow and be chill. Like for me, I always look at it and I'm like, if someone gets mad or like if someone's yelling, not at me in general, or just like has high nerves, they're like facing one of the most stressful weeks of their lives, especially like a bride or a bride's sister or anything like that. They just have a lot on their plate. So for me, the biggest thing is like just being comforting to them and letting them know like I'm here for them, I'm here to make the process easier, and yeah, that kind of just takes away from their stress. I also like to work in like a super quiet and chill environment for my bridal clients or any client in general, just to get them away from the other million things that are going on in the moment. So another question I got was, how has social media impacted your life? Social media is draining and it's a lot of work. It has its pros and its cons. Pros, like people are so supportive and loving. People I've never met just like are so nice to me, and I'm like, what did I do to deserve someone to say like such nice things to me? So it's very uplifting when it wants to be, but then it's also like has its negative side. It's very time consuming, especially when your career relies on Instagram. For me, like I'm constantly trying to create content, which is the part that I love, is creating the content, but then you have to like keep up with it and you have to post it and edit it and create captions and stuff like that. So I feel like sometimes I'm on my phone a lot, but and that is a con for me because I like to be in the moment. Like when I'm with my family and my friends, like I don't want to be on my phone, but sometimes in the back of my head, most of the time in the back of my head, I'm like, I need to get this post up, or I need to make sure that like I'm engaging with my viewers and stuff like that. So that can be just draining sometimes. And another question is, how do I deal with hate on social media? Honestly, I haven't had to deal with anything like that. I know people talk, it's like normal. It doesn't really affect me, and I've never let it affect me. So I don't know, like I don't know how to answer this question on hate, because I know for some people like they do receive it, and for me, I just have learned to kind of like zone out of being in any kind of like gossip or drama, or like being a focal point of attracting any kind of negativity. Like that's not what I'm here for. Like this is my profession, this is my page, like my brand, so I don't want to be known for that. So I kind of just steer clear of it. So I don't know, like I don't deal with hate. Like I've never had people make weird comments, like they'll slide in my DMs and say weird things, and sometimes it's like, whoa, did you just say that? Because it's not very nice. But again, I don't like sit and dwell over it. Like it's like, okay, you said it, I just move on. Someone asked, what do you think your life would look like 10 years from now? This is a good question. I have so many goals and ambitions for myself. So I definitely see a lot of improvement in my work, building my bridal clientele, just building my brand and getting like, just building to get out there more so people know. Like I want it to be at a point where brides are like, oh, I want Artistry by Jasmine for my big day. So, but who wouldn't as a makeup artist want that? So that's what I'm just like striving for. And I'm hoping to create my own product. Like that's like a big thing. I have a lot of super cool stuff planned for my year. I'm growing in this industry in numerous ways, which you guys will find out soon. And I'm expanding my business. And in 10 years, I just would love to be able to put out product, whether it's makeup or skincare or lashes, anything in that line. Like, I don't want to give too much away in like terms of what is expected, but yeah, that's hopefully gonna be something that I'm doing in 10 years. Definitely getting into product development. Okay, it says, favorite part of doing your own makeup. I think eyes for me is fun, and base. Actually, I like doing my whole face in general. I don't have a specific favorite part. I like doing lashes because that kind of pulls everything together and like really brings your look to life. I'm like looking at myself, trying to think what my favorite step is. I love blush, and I love the way blush makes your face look, so that's one of my favorite steps for sure. And then highlighter, that kind of is like a game changer too. So I don't know, I don't really have a favorite step, but I do enjoy doing my own makeup. And sometimes, a lot of times I do my makeup for like Instagram when I post pictures and stuff. I do my makeup and I don't wear it out, I just take it off right away because I don't like the feeling of makeup on my skin, which is the next question that I'm going to answer. Do you like wearing makeup daily? No. I'm way more into skincare than I am into makeup, but not to say that I'm not in love with makeup. I just don't like wearing makeup every single day. I don't like the feeling of it. So anytime I film looks and stuff, like I just take it off right after. I wear all my skincare on a daily basis because I like the way that makes my skin feel. So that's one thing that if you like see me in public, you'll always see that I'm wearing skincare versus makeup. But it's not to say that I don't wear makeup all the time, because I do wear makeup. And then someone asked how to be an artist and business person simultaneously. It's hard, honestly. Sometimes it's like you have to keep track of all your bookings, your consults, your trials, staying on top of Instagram and like your business. But then on top of that, you have to make sure you're like getting to your clients on time and you're able to like be there for your client and provide the service and be on your A game. So it can be overwhelming, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. Like, I love it. I love doing trials. I love doing consults, like getting to meet with the bride a few weeks before her wedding and just talking about her outfit and her jewelry and just like pumping her up. Like, it's such a great feeling, and it's so exciting because you know that person has waited their whole life for these moments, and you're a part of it. Like, I get to be a part of someone's special day, and I couldn't imagine doing anything different. Like, I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over again, but I get asked all the time, and it's like, I love what I do. So the rest of these questions are like product based, so I will discuss those. I've screenshotted this and I will share like product based questions in another video. I just wanted to kind of talk about myself and what I do. So this is going to conclude my video. I hope you guys got a little bit of a better understanding of who I am, what I do. I will continuously share in depth and do some Q&As, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick insight on myself and what I do. But I'm really so lucky to wake up in the morning and know that I'm doing something that I'm passionate about and that I love and makes me feel good. And I can't wait to just continue and meet some of you and work with some of you, and yeah, just continue on this crazy journey of life, and I'm looking forward to it. So thank you guys for staying till the end of this video. I will post my tutorial next on this makeup look, and then my hair one I will post after that, and those will be up soon. But I hope you got a little idea of who I am